Hello everyone. So this is where we stopped in the last video about the Rustlings series. So we have covered the variables from 1 through 6 and now let's start with the next chapter. So I just have to go to the command or terminal and then type Rustlings watch. So it compiles all my exercises and then says that under the section of functions 1, there is an error that it is finding. So let's go over to functions 1. Uh, uh, Functions. So I have functions 1 here and then the compiler says that there is an error and that it cannot find the call me function in this scope. It's pointing towards line number 7. So when we actually come to the function, it's showing me that in line number 7, I have a main function and the main function is calling a call me function, but there is no call me function. So I'm just going to put the call me function here. Function call me and then as of now an empty body and see if this will compile. So after the file is saved, it says that it is running, the code is compiling, and then as output I'm getting nothing. I could put something over here like println statement, right? So it's printing hi, right? I missed the macro here. So it's printing hi as the output. So when my main function calls a function, it's necessary that the function it is calling also stays, right? That's what this is pointing towards. Now let us just remove the I am not done comment here, and then we should be able to move forward. So now I'm in functions 2.rs, and here it's saying function call me number expected type, and then cannot find value number in this scope. So let's go to the function 2.rs. We see here that I have a function main. Function main has a call me function, and the call me function we're passing the number 3. And in the function call me, I'm saying number, but I'm not giving it what type it should expect. But I see it here that for I in 0 to number, it's printing a statement. So now that I know that I'm passing the number 3, I can just say that this could be of type I32, and yep, the function compiles, right? Not only do I pass a value here, I should also let the function know what type of value should it be expecting. So I remove the comment and we move to the next function. Next exercise is function 3, and the line error is at 7th line. It says an argument of type U32 is missing. Line 10, function definition it has found, but it is not finding a U32 type of argument. Okay, here I have function main call me. This is the exact same type, or at least a very similar type of code snippet as what we saw in the previous one. Here in the previous one, the I32 part was missing, but here we see that the what I'm passing is missing. So let me just give a value here, and then it says that it can run successfully, right? Not only do I have to pass the value, I also have to give it a type that it will be expecting. That's the gist of these exercises. Okay, now let's remove the I'm not done comment. We go to the next function, and it says for sale price I32 expected type. So just for the sake of it, let's take a hint here. The error message points to line 17 and says it expects a type after the arrow mark. This is where the function's return type should be. Take a look at the is even function for an example. Also, did you figure out that technically U32 would be the more fitting type for the prices here, since they can't be negative? If So kudos. So that's sort of a clue we got there. But anyway, here we have the commented section that this store is having a sale where if the price is an even number, you get 10 rust bucks off. But if it is an odd number, it is 3 rust bucks off. So while we read this sentence, we sort of conclude that my program should be testing a number, a given number, that whether it is even or odd, based on which it should do some action, right? If it is odd, 10 rust bucks off. If it is even, sorry, if it is even, we get 10 rust bucks off. If it is odd, we get 3 rust bucks off. So don't worry about the function bodies themselves. We're only interested in the signatures for now. If anything, this is a good way to peek ahead to future exercises. So we could take a look at the function body as well. Here we have function main. It says let original price 51. So we already know that the number 51 is odd. So something to do with the odd part is what my function should be doing somewhere down the line. So in my main function, I'm printing your sale prices and I'm printing sale price. I'm also passing original price, right? So what is function sale price doing? Let us see that. Function sale price, it is taking an argument of I32 type and it is not returning anything. We have to fix this part. Let us park that for now and go through the function first. So the sale price function will check if is even and we're passing the price. If the price is even, then it will do -10. If it is not even, which is if it is odd, it will do -3, just as what we read here, right? So basically sale price is giving us out the value. So based on whether it is even or odd. So how do we find out whether it is even or odd? That is because of the is even function. So when we call is even function is even will take an argument number of I32 type and returns a boolean value. That is when I check using this particular condition that whether the number is divisible by 2 and if the remainder is equal to 0, I know that it is even. If it is not equal to 0, then I know that it is odd. So I know now that this is even function is going to return a boolean type of value. So when I take this price here, what would my this function sale price would return? So I know that when the if condition and the else condition run, I know that it will just do whatever the price is, and they have mentioned prices of I32 type -10 and then -3. So I would go ahead and put here on I32, right? So now let us try to see if the function is running. Yes, it's running and it says my output sale price is 48. 48 makes sense because my number is 51, which is odd. So according to this, I have to do -3, right? If it is odd, I have to do -3. I've done that. So I get an 48 as the answer. But here in the hint, it also said, okay, let me run hint again. It also said that, did you figure out that technically U32 would be more fitting type for the prices here since they can't be negative. So this is giving us a hint there that if we had actually figured out that this should be originally U32, that's the correct answer. Okay, so let us remove the count and we can move ahead. Okay, the next function 5, says on line number 11 we're failing because function square number I32 return type I32 expected I32 found unit type. So this is what unit type is. Unit type is represented as. It simply means that it's not returning anything. Implicitly returns unit type as its body has no tail or return expression. Line number 12, number multiplied by number, help remove this semicolon to return this value. So this is one of the things where you can see the Rust compiler's complete glory. It is not only giving us the error, it is also trying to help us how do we fix this particular error. Let's go to the function and take a look. Function 5, function main, let answer equal to square, we're passing 3, print the square of 3 is, and we're printing the answer value. So in my function square, I'm saying number I32 and the input type of this function square is I32, but I'm also saying that the return value will be an I32. But here, what I'm doing is number into number and I've put a semicolon there. So when I put a semicolon there, it does not return anything. I'm just considering that as unit type. So for me to return for this function, first the function square to So those are all what we have for functions here. Thank you. Let us connect back for the next exercise and the